So if you've been sleeping on Enshrouded, you need to get over it. This game has been a sleeper hit for me, and I want to talk about it a little bit more this morning. I have previously done a first impressions video and an early thoughts video, and I've been plugging along, playing my own little character for a while now, really enjoying the game and exploring what it had to offer. I'm not traditionally a crafting survival player. Don't usually fall into that category. But the RPG element of this game drew me in, and it turns out the combat's really good, the skill system's really good, the magic system's really unique, and it's a really good game on top of having interesting crafting survival mechanics. I want to talk about it a little bit this morning and show you guys a little bit. I do need to get my batteries for my controller, and we'll set up here because I do play with a combination of mouse and keyboard and controller. And while I'm doing that, I can get logged in. So I've got two sets of characters here. This is my multiplayer character, which we started streaming recently. If you haven't caught the episode yet, it's myself, Kel, Babylonia, Maduros, Varangian, and Dragon Llama. The six of us started playing some multiplayer, and it's a heck of a lot of fun. So I have my multiplayer character right here, and then on top of that, I have my single player character. So let's start off with my single player character first, and then we can come back here and take a look at this other character. So we're gonna play. We're gonna go to my private game. We're gonna go to my world here, and we're gonna click play. We're gonna load in. Now this first character is basically my ranger. So he started off being like a multi-purpose character who was doing a little bit of everything, right? And he still does have a little bit of everything. There we go. Controller finally kicked in. I had to do wireless. So once you are here, it's a seamless transition. So that's mouse and keyboard. This is controller, and you can even be running around with, and I'm controlling it with my right hand too. So I mean, you can do all sorts of different stuff here. Anyway, weapons. I still start. Yeah, I have melee and a shield, just so that if I absolutely need to, I can. But I'm primarily a bow character with this guy, and I do have a wand, which I can use with my shield. So he's kind of been a jack of all trades up until this point, and I haven't worried about hardly anything related to a structure. I've just been, and I mentioned this for a reason, because you're going to see a big difference when we go to the multiplayer session. All I've worried about so far is just building. There's something going on over here. A basic structure to house my guys. Oh, I see what it is. Alright. Yeah, I see you. Combat is so good in this game. Anyway, got sidetracked. Ranger character, run around, doing this stuff. Combat's good. I haven't worried about a big structure because I don't need it for this character. All I have in here is just my NPCs. Let me go in here so I don't get sidetracked. So I've got a bed, some NPCs. We got a stove set up. I haven't got the carpenter yet, but I've gotten the rest of these so far. So I mean, I'm getting progressed, with this character. I still haven't seen that much of the world. I've seen some stuff, but I haven't cleared most of these points on the map yet. I'm only level. What level am I? Level 5. So, I've got stealth abilities too. I've got some backstab and stealth stuff for sneak attack. So this is a really cool character. This is my traditional, like, sneaky rogue ranger type that I will play in almost every RPG I ever play. It's usually my first character. And I have had a lot of fun with this character. But it's dramatically different from my multiplayer character, which blows my mind. It's really interesting the way you can change things up here. So I'm gonna get onto my player character, and we're gonna go to the this one. We'll go Red Trails Refuge. You don't need to see the password. We're gonna spit it up here, and you're gonna see a dramatic difference in just the look of the starting area, because it's 6 people working together. And so there's this let's build stuff and let's have a structure and let's be organized about all this. So we've got a basic structure built. This is after so the my personal game I've been playing for like I don't know 25 hours or so. Um, and I just now level 5 because I've been focused mostly on just exploring, making my gear, and everything else. And these characters, because there's multiple people pitching in, we were able to get resources a lot more quickly and do things like these magical chests where you can store things. These are really cool because it allows everyone to stockpile their resources in the same type of box you would normally use, because this is the normal box right here, but this is the magical box. The difference here is that when you do it in the magical box, anytime you go use a crafting machine in your home, whether it's the forge or the kiln or the fireplace or anything like that, any of the crafting uh, places, it'll pull from this chest automatically so that you don't have to have the items in your inventory, which is really cool. So you can stockpile everything here, all the multiplayer characters, all the people who are here on the server. Everybody can stash their stuff, and then from then, um, when they craft, anybody can be crafting and it just pulls from there. Now that does create it can create a slight hiccup if everyone's trying to make things that require one single resource. But if you have lots of people out there just gathering and working together, it goes so much faster. We were able to do this in 3 hours. Everybody pretty much got. I know I got a full set of gear. I think some other people were able to make sets of gears as well. But I got the rising. What's it called? Which helps so much because we're running into mobs that were 1 and 2 shotting us, and now I can actually take some hits. So I've got this, what is it called? The Rising Fighter set. And it took a lot of resources to put this together, actually. But this is like a level 8 set. So as a level 3 character, I'm pretty good. I think this guy's like level 3. Yeah, we're level 3. We're just barely level 3. So, and I went completely different in terms of what this character is. This is a sword and board. I am 100% sword and board tank character in this group. So I'm letting other people do, we've got Kel's doing a healer, I think. Maduros, what was Maduros doing? I don't remember. Ranger character. And Bragan and Bubble Lenny were doing like two-handed magic user, like two-handed weapon magic users, and Dragon's doing like a mage. So I mean, there's just all sorts of really cool ways you can spec when you look at the skill sheet. I mean, they even show you it's like you have all these spec types: Survivor, Beastmaster, Ranger, Assassin, Trickster, Wizard, Healer, Battle Mage, Tank Warrior, Barbarian, Athlete. So I'm going to be going down the tank tree because that has some aggro stuff in there, which I'm going to want for this character. Which brings me to this point. This game has a rich, deep RPG aspect to it, so you can mix and match any of these skill points that you want, right? You can take whatever combination of these you want, or you can go a traditional archetype manner. So I've taken some points here just because I want to double jump. Double jump is really, really good, but the rest of that entire survivor tree right there is amazing for all classes because it's about survival and exploration. So it's more stamina so that you can glide longer. It's lots of things like that. But then you can come down to the warrior line and say, oh well, I want to do all of these, abilities to get down here to get nemesis and arch nemesis to get, taunts on my abilities. Like that's really, 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 really cool. Like you can go that deep into the RPG system. So there's really good crafting mechanics. The survival aspect, I would say, is very light. Basically, food and drink just gives you enhancements. You can't die from not eating and drinking, which I love because the games that like your character's gonna die if you don't eat or drink. I never have fun in those games, and that's one of the reasons I've stayed away from the crafting survival genre. So when there's a game like this where I'm not actually getting punished for not eating or drinking, but I'm being rewarded when I do, it makes me far more inclined to be like, oh yeah, I need to eat and drink something. Let's go over here really quick. I want to show you guys. Like, there's a guy here. This is the difference, like, when you have this armor. Like, his hit hurt, but it didn't hurt. Right? I'm just the armor does such a good job. Let's see if I can time this right. I did. There we go. Good stuff, man. I like this build a lot. And all the magic gear you can get and everything else. Like I have a magic sword on me right now. This is it a legendary? Where's my backpack? Character, sorry. Oh, it doesn't show the weapon. That's right. It's in my... Here it is. Quick commercial break, everyone, to celebrate and give thanks to all of these amazing people who keep me on the air full time. Really appreciate the support. All you got to do is join as a member. You get access to private videos. You can also do super thanks on any upload or super chats and stickers on any live stream or premiere you see. And beyond that, don't forget we're multi-streaming over on Twitch now, so you can support over there as well. Thanks so much to everybody. Let's get back to the video at hand. Bronze Sword. I haven't even upgraded this yet. A light and swift sword of beautiful colors. It dulls quickly, though. It's very good at cutting. Ooh. It's got some very nice additional stats if I were to upgrade it. So you see these grayed out stats over here. So, you know, this game, everything I'm showing you guys, there's early access. It blows my mind that this could be considered an early access because, yes, there are hiccups. There's definitely performance issues and some like optimization things they haven't worked out yet. But they already did a big patch and changed a bunch of stuff and fixed a bunch of stuff. And it's been going really, really well from what I've been able to see. There are some quirks, and once you understand that it's just an early access title, but I mean, compared to like AAA games that launch for, you know, you have just thousands upon thousands of issues. This isn't, you know, this is fairly, I would say this, like I said, it doesn't feel like an early access title very often. Occasionally it does. Occasionally, like, oh yeah, like there's some hitching going on. It's not working right with Streamlabs, like things of that nature. It's like those are just optimization things. We had some issues the other day where like because there was letters, yeah, there were uppercase letters in the passwords, and that was preventing some people from logging in for the multiplayer. Like there are some quirks. We also noticed that during the multiplayer sessions, when one person logs out, the whole server just kind of, you know, there's a hiccup for a second as everyone just sort of freezes while that person leaves the game. So there are some wonkiness factors, but I would give this an easy 9 out of 10 for sheer enjoyment and fun, which brings me to, I guess, my conversation point here, which is, should you play this game? So I would have said yes, purely based on my single player experience so far. After I put in some time, you know, I'm 25-ish hours into my single player session, but then we did the multiplayer session, so I'm around 30 hours now invested into this game, and I feel like I can reliably say that yes, you should try this game. The storyline is the only thing for me that is a little light. And it's not bad, it's just light. I really love narrative experiences, but it's not the only thing I enjoy. I am very much enjoying this. And the way they do the storytelling here is through journals. So you're sort of you awaken in this environment and you start following journals that sort of explain what's been going on around you in the world as you find it in. You know, the state of the world that you find, I need to figure out how to say that better. You find journals that explain why the world is in the state that it's in, and maybe you find a solution to the state. We don't know yet. But it's very much about exploring the map, and as you explore the map, you find books and journals and treasure chests and things of that nature. And the books and journals lead you to other places, which give you clues to other places. So you're constantly expanding the map. And then you also have a main quest, which is related to, you know, finding others who are like you. So it's a very pleasurable experience. I definitely think that you should play this game. If you like RPGs, this is a good game. I love the combat. It's very snappy. It can be reactive based if you want it to be, but it can also be very relaxed and not reaction based if you want to play like a ranged character. Melee, it can be reactive. Like you could obviously just hunker down and like block, all those blows, and assuming you have the stamina and stuff, but you can also shield bash at the right time and it stuns the mob for a second and you can work your way in and slice and dice. So there are things of that nature, or duck around the back and backstab. There are some really deep combat mechanics here too. So I think it's a great game. I think that you should give it a shot if you haven't already done so. If you like crafting, I've not done anything fancy with my crafting. It's very basic. I am like at night times now. My TikTok feed is like 50% enshrouded videos right now because all I've been watching are these beautiful, beautiful homes and hobbit holes and everything else that people are building in this game because it's voxel based. You can literally create a hobbit hole if you want to in the side of a mountain, dude. It's the crafting in this game is something else. So I have genuinely gotten excited about this game. I was having fun solo, and then we played multiplayer the other day, and that multiplayer experience made me sit up and go, "Oh, there's much more here than I originally thought." Because playing it with 6 other people who have different perspectives and experiences, and coming together, and we're all getting something unique out of the game, where we're chatting about it, and we're excited, and it was a lot of fun. If you haven't seen that episode yet, we streamed it on Saturday, February 11th, I think was the date, something like that. It was this recent Saturday. Go check that out. It was like 3 hours long. There was a little bit of a hiccup at the beginning. I'm checking my calendar. Today's the 12th. It was Sunday. Sorry, Sunday, not Saturday. We did it on Sunday. And we're going to be playing on Sundays moving forward at noon Central Time. So if you want to watch us stream the game, you can tune in then. Beyond that, I'll be streaming occasionally on my own and, of course, producing a lot of guides and quick tip videos. So if all that sounds fun to you, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Check out the playlist because I play a lot of other different games, not just this one. I do play lots of things. This is just the one of the ones that I'm doing right now that's a lot of fun. So check it all out. Hopefully, I'll see you in the next video. Daily streams here and on Twitch. Stay tuned, everybody. Stay safe. Happy gaming.